All right, guys. It is almost over. The Week 17 NFL games, aka the Fantasy Football Finals, the Best Ball Finals. We are here. Let's rip it. All right, guys, just checking first that you could hear me. Appreciate you, Daniel, saying he can. Wow, it is almost over. The NFL Fantasy Football Finals. It's crazy. We are here. Last year, this time, I was down in Key West at my cousin's bachelor party, who I'm currently in his basement right now. Shout out Bert. And it's looking like Bert might be a rabbit's foot for me. I don't know if he's going to be able to escape me for New Year's. Might have to make sure I clear my schedule every year, hunt him down if I'm in the Week 17 games because, it's understandable. People took shots at me, Oh, you son ran a lottery tournament. What do you know about best ball? You're just lucky. Well, we put our nuts on the line this year. We blasted off in the high stakes. And we are currently crushing. So let me share my screen right now. This is what we're sweating tonight. Again, I don't have both my monitors right now, so not going to be my best produced show, but wanted to walk you guys through this. As always, if you could remember to hit that subscribe button, hit the like and subscribe button. If you're serious about playing best ball and you don't subscribe to this channel, well then, I don't know how that's going to work out for you. Anyway, so this is what's showing right now. I made 2 high-stakes finals on DraftKings, 2 of the only high-stakes tournaments they run. I think maybe they ran like a 3-3-3-2, a single entry. I'm not really sure. But these are their 2 main high-stakes tournaments, the 2K and the 5-5-5. The 2K is a 3-person final with $50K to first. And I believe I've locked that up. So let's look at that one first. It's only 3 people. You can see I have 180 points, and the competitors have 120 and 105. I also have 2 guys left to play. So, yeah, this was an interesting tournament. It was 72 people. Once you make the playoffs, it was top 50% advance. It was difficult to make the playoffs. I was rewarded for the sharp Geno to Metcalf stack, although Metcalf didn't do anything in this game. Had the Conklin bring back. Got DeAndre Swift to the finals. Not easy to do. Devontae Adams got him to the finals. He smashed for me. So really separated in this 3-person. And this guy has no quarterback. So he has T. Higgins and P. Ryan, which, I don't think that they can make up 60 points. This guy has Josh Allen, Singletary, Boyd, and Hurst. So he's technically probably alive with like a 40 burger and a 30 burger. But even that is drawing thin. So at least locked up second, likely going to take first in the 2K. Thank you, Matt, man. Appreciate you. But the 2K is not the bigger sweat tonight. The bigger sweat tonight is in the 5-5-5. Now, this is an 11-man final. I've done the math of who has people left to play. If we break through my team, currently contributing to my score, and I have a 6-point lead on the field, is Mahomes, McKinnon, Jalen Warren, Mari Cooper, DJ Moore, Michael Gallup, Trey McBride. Shout out Trey McBride and Travis Kelce. Now, Trey McBride is the 3rd tight end I took on this Kelce team, and with Njoku being my other one. And for a while, I was like, well, I probably shouldn't be taking Trey McBride. when you have Kelsey. But then I remember the reason I took Trey McBride in the first place is A, I thought he would be leverage at a high variance position, and B, the Cardinals play the Falcons week 17. A great matchup. So give me a dart at a guy who it would be so goated to take down the high stakes. But why I took Trey McBride is not only, I thought if Zach Ertz went down that McBride would crush. Now he's not really done that quite yet, but he did it when it matters for me. Came in with this 20-point performance, really helping me out, along with Amari Cooper's big day, only 3 catches, 2 of those touchdowns, got the bonus. DJ Moore's big day. Deontay Johnson had a big catch taken away. That would have helped me separate a little bit. I still have Tyler Boyd left to play tonight. So any Tyler Boyd points above 6.9, I'll be adding to my score. But we are not out of the woods yet. Hope everyone had a great New Year and holidays. I kept it pretty low key. Wanted to watch the games yesterday. Drank pretty heavily yesterday, but might go see Avatar later before we finish with Bills Bengals to see who gets all the money. So I've made if I take you over to my gambling spreadsheet, these are the teams with players left to play who could catch me. So I'm going to review this and then show you it on DraftKings. CSU Ram 88, that would be Peter Jennings. He is essentially down 65.5 points to me. And he could catch me if Burrow, Higgins, and Chase have a good game. Now, bad news for Peter is the cold front. The Buffalo Bills pass defense is coming through Cincinnati. Can't you guys just feel it now? The blistering snow of the Buffalo Bills pass defense. So I have Peter blocked with Boyd, where Peter's going to get points with any guy who scores above a 5.4 and anyone who scores above a 7.3. So for my sake, I'm hoping that's Boyd. And honestly, 65 combined points from Chase, Higgins, and Burrow is obviously very doable for Peter. However, I think I like my spot where the Bills are a team when they're facing a team like Cincinnati, when they're facing a team like Miami, when they're facing a team like Kansas City. They do not want to be beat with the pass. Now, they can be beat, of course, like any team can, but if you guys remember the Miami game, Mostert had a good game. And that was by design by the Bills, right? They do not want Tyreek and Waddle to beat them. The Bills do not want Chase and Higgins to beat them. They will be okay with Joe Mixon or P. Ryan or Hayden Hurst or whoever their wide receiver 4/3 is, Irwin or whatever his name is. They're going to be okay with those guys doing it. So, Boyd has a tough matchup against Teron Johnson, really good slot corner for the Bills. But come on, Bills. Let's get that defense tonight and not let Chase, Higgins, and Burrow combine for 65 points, assuming Boyd doesn't add to my score. And then any points Boyd adds above 6.9, well, then Peter would just need to make that up. So, if Boyd scores 10 tonight, it's PPR, DraftKings scoring, well, then he needs to score 68. And so, if Burrow goes for 25 and Chase goes for 25, well, that's only 50. So if Higgins can be kept under 15, that's 65, and I'm up 65.5 on Peter. So yes, of course, Burrow, Chase, Higgins, they could all go for 25 each, but I don't think it's likely. So I'm hoping I can fend off Peter. And, hey, don't even make me sweat this. Let's get Boyd a touchdown in the first quarter. Because if it's Burrow to Boyd and it's not Chase/Higgins, well, then Peter can't catch me, and really no one can catch me if Boyd has a good game because only me and Peter have Boyd. That's the nice thing about the DraftKings high stakes tournaments and why I like their high stakes better than underdog is, the goal is to get a team to the finals. And in DraftKings, I'm facing 11 people and I'm facing 3 people. In underdog, in the big dog, you're facing 64 people. Even if you have 4 teams there, you're not that likely to make significant money. So Peter's closing in on me with that. The other sweats I have is if we take a look at Dupe 655. Oh, God. And I have to, the sweat of the 49ers Raiders game was pretty crazy where I had a lead by like half a point on like 3 teams, and everyone had McCaffrey or Kittle or Ayuk. So I had to fade every 49ers player, and then they missed the fucking field goal with Robbie Gould. But fear not, the Raiders come in and they throw a pick and they kick a field goal and no one gets any points. But this guy has James Cook left to play. And honestly, I'm a little scared of it. It's James Cook. He's down 23.1 points, assuming Boyd does not contribute. So if James Cook scores above 23 points and Boyd doesn't give me anything, he would end up winning. And honestly, I like James Cook's chances to get 23 points. What is that? Let's say he gets 100 rushing yards. I think the Bills would, they'll be able to run this game. Let's say 100 rushing yards. Let's say a touchdown, that's 16, plus the bonus, 19. 5 catches, 40 yards, that's 9 points. So James Cook could definitely do it. Maybe Singletary. I like Cook better. I think the Bills in games that matter, they're like it's Cook over Singletary for me in games that really matter. Just like it's McKinnon over Pacheco with the Chiefs. So I'm on Cook's train. But hopefully just get James Cook 22. Let's not let him get 23. Or at least, yeah, it is and isn't, If, hey, I like the Sean McDermott picture here. It is and isn't in the sense that Cook should be trending up. This is a very important game to the Bills. Singletary is good, but Cook elevates a new ceiling to the Bills offense. So I don't want to get too into it. He could easily score 30, but hopefully Boyd, if Boyd can get 17, that'd be great. Great question, Christian. When did I first start playing best ball? 2 years ago. So last year was my second year. 2 years ago was my first year playing. I stumbled upon it on the DK app. I had worked 2 jobs at the onset at towards the tail end of the beginning of COVID, where I was like a teacher and I was working a side job at chess.com. And I decided to put all my side money in best ball that year, only on DraftKings. And I played some of the DraftKings high stakes tournaments. That was my first introduction. So it's been a dream of mine to ship these tournaments for a long time. And pretty crazy that now I'm in a situation to do it. Ever since I discovered it, I played a high stakes the first year. I played, back then DraftKings had a 1K tournament and they had a 3-3-3. And so I played both of those, and then they've switched to this 5-5-5 structure. And so, yeah, I remember, I played, I think 2 entries in the 1K, which was a significant investment for me back then. And I think I played 5 in the 3-3-3, which was a lot of money for me. And I made money that year, but not, nothing crazy. And then I won Best Ball Mania 2 last year. And now I'm here today hoping to fend off these guys to take down the 5-5-5. So continuing with the sweats, it's James Cook off of Logan Thomas's points, so off of 11.6. And he's only down 12 to me. So that's why it's 23 for him. The next sweat is Wakey Wakey, who Wakey Wakey can technically pass me, but he can't beat Peter. So essentially, if Burrow, Chase, and Higgins all go for like 30 each, well, then I'm not getting first. I'm not getting second either because Wakey Wakey also has those guys. Wakey cannot catch Peter, so he cannot win, but he could get second still, where he's got a naked Burrow. He has got no quarterback points right now. And then he's got Chase -8 and Higgins -8. So he's essentially down 76 points. So if these guys combine for over 76, that's bad news bears for me. So that would be three, that would be like 26, 25, 25. That would knock me out. Let's tweet that for the people. Continuing on to the sweats. The last one, or there's technically two. These ones are very unlikely. Those are the Dupe and CSU Ram are the main ones I'm worried about. Toyuka is down here, and he could technically catch me. It's unlikely. He has Higgins, Gabe Davis, and Singletary. If we look at this, you got Gabe Davis, Higgins, and Singletary. And he needs those guys to combine for 93 points. So that would be like, that's like almost impossible. If Gabe Davis has another 40, 50-point game, Higgins goes for 30. Let's say Gabe Davis is 40, Higgins 30, that's 70. And then Singletary would need 32. So that one seems unlikely. I'm probably safe there. Same with Smush. Kind of a funny name. Smush has he's got Singletary and Isaiah McKenzie left to play, but he needs those guys to combine for 50 points. So that seems unlikely to me. So click back on our team. The team of destiny. Get back to you guys. No, goddamn. So, I'm sweating the Bills defense. Hoping the Bills pass defense comes up to play. And honestly, in the preseason, this was my take of this game. Some people recognizing some of these names. What's up, Star? My take in the preseason was, hey, I know the Bills are going to be very good. Probably the Super Bowl favorites. I also know their defense is very good. And so, yeah, Bengals-Bills could be this crazy shootout. Or it's possible the Bills steamroll the Bengals. The Bengals got a good defense too. They obviously have a great offense, but it's possible Josh Allen just, does it all himself. It's nice. I don't need to fade Josh Allen tonight in the 5-5-5, at least. So go crazy, Josh Allen. Score all the points. Eat the clock, And, it's possible we see some like Packers Vikings a la. I needed to fade Justin Jefferson. I needed to fade Kirk Cousins. I needed to fade all that Vikings chalk. And we did it, And people need to cool it that Justin Jefferson is clearly the best wide receiver in the league. Justin Jefferson is great. He's top 3, probably top 2. I think Jamar Chase is better. But hopefully not tonight. So, as always, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. About done talking about my sweats. Want to move on to some of the community sweats. So really hoping I hold on, take down this 250K. That would be so huge. It's looking like at worst, 99% worst outcome is I would get third, which would still be awesome. Assuming Peter and Dupe pass me, the James Cook team. It would still be awesome. Obviously, be a little bittersweet, but want to move on. Talking about people are asking about Pat Kerrane. Now, Super, super, super happy for Pat. Pat is super live. I'm not in, for those who don't know, Pat Carrain, who, and you know, how cool is it that some people I've had on my channel before that I've done streams with or lessons with on my YouTube channel are either people I'm facing or people that could be winning these tournaments. Peter Jennings, it's looking like it's likely going to be me or Peter for who wins the 555. That is likely the most likely outcome. The James Cook team could also win, but less likely. And, you know, Peter, really sharp best ball guy, best ball legend, honestly. And it's awesome going toe-to-toe with him. Pat Carrain is actually my most common guest on my channel. Maybe Davis is with the Davis streams we did, but Pat and I did a ton of guest drafts this year. We did best ball lessons recently. I reached out to him a couple weeks ago about a series I want to do in the off season with him once he gets back from his vacay. And so really rooting for Pat Carrain to take down Best Ball Mania 3. Let's find that team. Those who don't know, Pat Carrain, his name on Underdog is Daily Rojo. He is currently in first, and he will be live on Ship Chasing. If you don't know what Ship Chasing is, it's on YouTube. I'd be surprised if you know me and not them, but let's use the hack Pat taught me so you can actually see this team. So this is a Tom Brady to a Daniel Jones, and he got the Tom Brady ceiling game. 37 points, rushing touchdown. He had Austin Eckler ceiling game, 3 rushing touchdowns. Saquon, nothing. Ramondre, Saquon for my team too. Like, we couldn't get 20 from Saquon. Come on. Saquon, Ramondre, Mostert, great game. Sonny Michel, 0. His wide receivers were DJ Moore, Chris Godwin, Jacoby Myers, and Tyquan Thornton. So the thesis of the Miami Patriots stack, Tyquan caught a touchdown. You know, obviously, Pat wishes he had Mike Evans and not Chris Godwin, but maybe he's not here if he has Mike Evans and not Chris Godwin, because Mike Evans has done shit recently. So, you know, like, as far as week 17 purposes, this team would be better if it went DJ Moore, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. But Waddle was key to getting here. Tight end, he had Kittle and Gesicki. I believe Kittle caught a touchdown. So I don't know much about the Best Ball Mania 3. Obviously, I've been focusing on my own sweats. I don't know much about who can catch Pat, how likely it is he's going to win. I've seen some people think it's not that likely that he holds on. People, you know, it's a 470 person final. So people got Bills pieces, people got Bengals pieces. But real quick, let's run through the week 17 games. This is where I really wish I could do the yeah, Hayden Wings posted something about the sweats. Good luck, Chris. Unless it makes me lose money, in which case, not good luck. You know, want the Bills to win, but let's get like a 10-3 or 30-10 Buffalo. Day in this site is there. Like, can you show me the scores? Had a fine day in DFS land because I played my best ball pieces. I know some people hedge. I do not. I played a lot of Amari Cooper. I played a lot of DJ Moore. All right. So Cowboys, Titans, pretty big nothing burger. CD Lamb had a fine game. Dalton Schultz, if he's out there. Cardinals, Falcons, Trey McBride and Tyler Algier and CPAT. Patriots, Dolphins. Tyreek had a fine game, but nothing that killed you. Patriots pieces didn't do much. Saints, Dolphins, or Saints, Eagles, pretty nothing burger game as far as fantasy football. AJ Brown did score a touchdown. Devonta Smith had a good PPR game. Giants Colts, man, the Giants score 38 and we can't get Saquon above 15 points. Like, as a Saquon owner, that was rough. Bucks Panthers, the shootout where if you had pieces in this game, DJ Moore, Mike Evans, Tom Brady, Godwin, you were living life. Chiefs Broncos, that was the key for me. And, I wanted touchdowns to Kelsey or touchdowns to McKinnon. McKinnon was higher owned, but he caught 2 touchdowns. So that really helped me. Mahomes got up to 29 points after a slow start. Bears Lions, man, it looked like Justin Fields was going to break the slate early. He had the 100-yard rushing bonus in like the first quarter. And then the Lions beat down on him. He took a big hit too. Where Swift had a great game. But, not too many huge fantasy implications. But these pieces were just not that high on. Browns Commanders. Amari Cooper, Deshaun Watson, DPJ. Jags Texans. Man, ETN is like 50% owned in this 555, and of course he breaks a long one. But Jaguars chalk, for the most part, failed. I had Christian Kirk. It was painful to see him be missed on a wide-open touchdown. 49ers Raiders, almost like every 49ers piece smashed, as you would think. CMC. Kittle had a fine game. Ayuk. Devontae Adams had a huge game. Jets Seahawks. Don't really know. I think Ken Walker had a fine game. Jets pieces failed. Geno Smith had an okay game. I think Noah Fant dropped a touchdown. Packers Vikings. Shout out Packers D, the cold front. Of course we're going to get the winner on stream. I'm not going to get them tomorrow night or tonight, And, they got to be willing to come on. If it's Pat, I'm assuming I'm going to get Pat for a stream. If it's some rando and they're not on Twitter, probably not. Anyways, Vikings, Packers. Great job, Packers D. No one really scored many points in this game, even though the score is this, but there was like a couple defensive touchdowns. Christian Watson was out. A.J. Dillon scored. Chargers, Rams. Austin Eckler crushed it. Akers had a fine game. Steelers, Ravens. Najee. Jalen Warren, for me, had a good game. And now it comes down to Bills, Bengals. Can we hold on? Sick, guys. This is what your year comes down to. How did you get teams to the finals? How do those teams do in the finals? And, I don't know how much longer I'm going to go today. I think I'm going to go see Avatar 2 later today. That'll be nice. After I get some breakfast. But wanted to share this sweat with you guys. Really hoping I can sun run, take down $250,000, which is be absolute sick. Taking down BBM2 last January, starting this year off with a bang. Be like water, my friends. You got to finish this, Robert. What is this? Is this like a dodge? Is this like a dot? Come on, give me the rest of this quote. Be like water, run strong down the stream. Relax, Chris. All right, dude. Relax. 800 drafts got smoked. Yeah, Star Kindler, I'm going to guess your 800 drafts is mostly in things like the super high lottery contest. So Best Ball Mania 3, the puppy, etc. Obviously, we all dream when we play these low buy-in, huge field. That's it. Okay, well, like, what's it imply? But guys, if you're someone like Star and maybe you maxed out all the puppies, you're not that likely to make the finals or win. That's just the truth. So I'm going to do some content on contest selection. If your choice is to max a puppy or do one 555 entry, honestly, if you're watching this channel, I would rather you do the puppy because I don't want to be battling a bunch of single bullets from some sharp people. But personally, I think for your ROI, you're better off firing one 555. Now, if you don't care and you want to, thanks Title Town, appreciate you, man. If you're someone who just wants to, like I see Eagles. Eagles says the opposite of me all the time. I think he's wrong, but I like James a lot. Obviously, he's a great person in the best ball space, but he's someone who's like, no, I just want as many drafts as I can. I need to, just do 5,000 drafts. Honestly, that's not realistic for many people to max every single puppy. And I don't think that, it's obviously probably not best for your mental health to be spending that much time doing this. So that's not for me. I don't think that's actually the best way to make money either. And he's someone that's more of like an 8% bro, but who knows? I think more people are better off firing 1 or 2 puppies rather than, and obviously ironic for me to say because I won Best Ball Mania too. I won a lottery contest. You probably wouldn't be hearing me today if that didn't happen. And maybe Pat Crane's going to win this year. So look, it does happen. People have sun ran these lottery contests, but it is unlikely. All right, Robert's got us on the full quote here. Do not be assertive, but adjust to the object, and you shall find a way around or through it. This is getting me fired up, Robert. If nothing within you stays rigid, outward things will disclose themselves. Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Be like water, guys. Sorry, not sorry says, awesome job. I'm 30th in BBM3 right now. Died a shot the million, but the 4 p.m. games killed me. It's rough, man. The sweat is crazy. Like, I've obviously ran hot two years in a row, but it's so easy to play so good, have such a great week 15, 16. You get to week 17 and you get blanked, And like the Vikings chalk illustrates that. Like some years, Justin Jefferson is going to go for 50 and everyone is celebrating that. And really, it doesn't help anyone because everyone has them. But didn't happen this year. Chris says, I don't max the puppies. I try to save the money for the big dog. As long as Dave doesn't knock me out of 250K, I'm riding with that. Man, just a sick. If you guys got any sweats out there, let me know. And let's also, let's put a nice little bow on this. What is the top lesson you learned this year? Top lesson you learned this year from Best Ball. What is your top lesson or takeaway? I encourage you not to be sour grapes with your takeaway, but if you want to be, that's okay too. What is the top lesson you learned or your top takeaway right now? It's okay if you change your mind later, not putting your nose to the frying pan. What's the top thing you learned? Read the rules. Yeah, this is a great thing Chris said. And there are so many people who play these contests and have no fucking clue what the rules are, what the structure is. It's amazing the amount of like these playoff contests that Underdog releases. Every single time people do a draft where the advance rate structure was different and then Underdog releases a new one and they're like, well, I just assumed it was the same. Okay, that's your fault. Read the fucking rules. That's an edge. I do that every single contest. I click on the rules. I look at them. That's plan A or, point A. You start there. All right, Paul, that's some player takey stuff. But yeah, I would say Justin Jefferson is the number 1 overall pick next year pretty comfortably. But Tyreek's in discussion. Yeah, Star makes a good point. This happened to me a little bit too. He's saying basically since he did so much volume, I'm not trying to put words in his mouth, but basically he got a little scared and he wanted to smooth it out. Because it does feel, after you've done so many drafts, I probably, let's roughly calculate the amount of drafts I did. So I maxed drafters, Underdog, and DK. So that's 450 right there. Probably did around 100 or so. So I was around 550, 600 drafts. And this happened to me too. Like, and this can be for the better. This is a variance question itself, where Amari Cooper is not a guy I had on a lot of my teams. I got him on this team, though, the one that counts. So sometimes smoothing out your exposures can help you, but he's basically saying he did so many drafts that he got a little scared to just stick it with his guys and started to smooth it out, and that didn't go well. And that can also go the other way. Gerardo is Kelsey's the only chief pass catcher you need. Him and McKinnon, Gerardo. Sorry, not sorry, says, don't fade any player because of personal bias. I faded guys like Jacobs and Miles Sanders. Have a small share of every player available. Yeah, I don't know. Because everyone has bias, especially if you've been doing best ball for a while. Sorry about my camera, guys. I don't know how to get this shit running, but everyone has biases. Sometimes it's going to help you. Sometimes it's going to hurt you, but you shouldn't be fading a guy just because. It should be a good process to fade someone. How many big dogs did you fire off? I did 8 big dogs. Got 1 to the finals. And the reason why I didn't do more big dogs is Underdog did not release their high stakes tournaments until early August, whereas DraftKings had their high stakes tournaments released in May. So I had already done a lot of high stakes drafting on DraftKings by the time Underdog released it. And I didn't want to have like $100,000 in best ball action. Morano says, my big takeaway is that it's best to form a strategy and mostly stick to it the whole season of drafting. I don't really know what that means, but it is better to have a strategy. You know what they say, a bad strategy is better than no strategy at all, or a bad plan is better than no plan at all. Good luck tonight, homie. I thought you said honey at first. Good luck to you too, man. Good luck to everyone watching this. Come on, guys. Hit that like and subscribe button. You can also use my Drafters promo code if you want, but let's get a couple more takeaways before we end it here. I'm going to get myself some breakfast. I did not see the team winning the DK Millie, but I did tweet when DraftKings released their contest that if you thought winning Underdog Best Ball Mania 3 was hard with 470 people, try winning DraftKings $5 Millie with 966 people in the finals. Obviously, almost no one should be playing these lottery contests from an ROI perspective, and in a sense of actual realizing your ROI. In a sense, you're facing the easiest competition, but it's the hardest to win because it's so fucking big. I'm assuming the team's bizarre. It's probably some Mike Evans, Tom Brady team, blah, blah, blah. We ain't leaving yet, Chris. Quit rushing me, man. No, I'm kidding with you. So, yeah, good luck to Pat tonight. Let's get that cold front Bills D in. How do I throw some emojis in this chat? I want to throw a buffalo. Someone post a buffalo so I can copy and paste it. Help me out here. Come on now. Oh, any other lessons or takeaways, guys? Appreciate everyone tuning in to these videos. Make sure you follow this channel because I'm going to go hot and heavy. Going to try to have on more guests. I want to have on some of the people that were in the 555 final. If I'm not the champion. Thank you, Gerardo. How do I? Well, I can't copy and paste that, but Bills D. Thanks, Star. Well, we'll try. Well, 2023, I'm maybe gonna up my streaming game, Hopefully we sun run this. Don't have to go right back to the workforce. Just keep the sun run going. Sun running is key. Oh, and if I don't know if you can see my avatar. Oh, here you are in DraftKings, but I changed my DK avatar. Used to be a picture of Josh Allen, which was pretty dumb for me to do during best ball season. But then I changed it to this picture of the surface of the sun midway through the year because we're on a sun run, guys. So you got to manifest your destiny. Bruce says, I plan on switching to smaller field contest next year if Allen Diggs and Boyd for BBM tonight. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what we were talking through is high stakes higher buy-in, smaller fields, easier to win. Obviously you don't get, and look, you, me, everyone, we're all going to get caught up in the hoopla of Best Ball Mania 4 and whatever. And it's fun. It's fun to draft with streamers. It's fun, whatever. And it's okay to do some lottery teams, but you should not be maxing the lottery thinking you're going to win. Now, you might win, not financial advice, but, keep your expectations in check. All right, guys. Unless anyone has anything else they want to say, that's it for me today. Don't know when I'll be back next. Going to be driving home. Going to be doing like the 15 hours of driving straight because I'm a beast. Oh, hey, we'll pull that up. What's up, Twitch fam? Follow me on Twitch, guys. Liam Murphy Live. All right. Someone said he replied to my tweet with the DK team. Where's that at? No, that's an old tweet. Did you reply to this tweet? Oh, here we go. All right. So this is the team winning it. Appreciate you for posting this. Oh, this is why people are pissed off. It's got Russell Wilson, McCaffrey, Jamal, Mike Evans, Devonta Smith, AJ Brown, Hawkinson, McKinnon. Well, you didn't show me the bench, so I don't know the full team. But I'm assuming with the Smith and AJ Brown, it also had Jalen Hurts. So hey, good for this person. Getting Russ to the finals, getting two rushing touchdowns for Russ, guys. Hey, the thesis is hitting. The thesis of full team. How do I see the oh, okay. I got you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. All right, let's pull up the full team. Oh my God, his quarterback. He's got Jordan Love. He's got Trevor Lawrence. The reason why he's here. He's got Boyd left to play. Honestly, this team kind of sucks, but good for them. Getting Mike Evans through was key. Getting Russ through was key, I guess. And yeah, do not play the lotteries if you expect to win some million-person contest. But you could have a sweat. You could do it. It is a hideous team. This team is awful, but hey, it got the Eagles pieces right. It got McKinnon right. It had Hawkinson. Mike Evans has been under expectation, so good for them. Let's check out last place without any minutes. Tough, This team looks better on paper, but is not. All right, guys, that's it. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's tough, man. Anyways, guys, I'll be back with content. Gonna have a stream with Peter Jennings soon. So we'll hopefully I get first, Peter Jennings gets second. That's my dream. And then we'll have Peter on. Have some other guests in the works, but I'll be back. Good luck, you fellow degens. Peace out. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe. When I end this broadcast, do me a favor, refresh the stream, comment down in the algorithm, comment good luck, comment whatever you want. Shout out the haters too. The dudes who've been like hounding my channel, being like, this guy doesn't know how to win anything. Tough week for those guys. Peace out.